We came on live. No, I don't think she came on live. I think she was just stayed in the chat. She stayed in the chat when we talked about it. Yeah, and I asked her if it was okay, if she was comfortable with us talking about it. Paula, that's my boo. That's my man. That is my man. I better not see him kissing on nobody else on all of this here tickety tockety. I am protective over my men. And you give the dog more attention than... Fangie, I cannot with you. So true. Hi, love. Oh, you guys are waiting for all day. Yeah, today was a funny day because, like I said, I was at a big to-do. And so it was not even... like when I'm at work, I can like check my phone periodically and look and see. I legit have no idea. I haven't checked messages, nothing. I popped on. I knew I was going to have a little bit of time to get through some of this stuff. And I already took my Advil and everything. Still right here. Get you some Advil liquid gels. That's the only thing you'll ever need in your life. Take good care of you. Okay. Are we ready? It did, Shan. And I got permission to be able to share parts of it. I am so excited. How do I say this? How do I say this without saying it? I don't care what people think about me, right? Or what they say about me or whatever. There's a few things in life that I hold near and dear to me. Obviously, my kid, my family, my grandkids, my kids, my grandkids, etc. And my career and my clients. Bless Mama! Thank you for subbing, love. Those kids are legitimately like my kids. Like, I stay in contact with my clients for, it's not all, but some, for years. Well past programming. So for anybody to try to diminish my career, I don't put... Okay, thank you. You see, you guys are going to make me cry again. I've told you I'm emotional today. For someone to try to diminish my career, I don't play with. And so every once in a while, I do like to be able to post something or say something to just shut bitches up. You know what I'm saying? And absolutely, I 100% am. I have not been on the FYP lately and forever. Crystal, thank you, love. Absolutely am. Today, to have a client of mine get up and tell the story, and typically we tell clients to keep it very mutual. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to where you're just talking about the services that you provided. And he didn't do that. And we're talking about anybody who is that is of anybody in my area. Politicians, everybody was in that building today. And for him to go on and talk about how, anyways, I will be able to post it because he told me to, and I'll do it at the right time. But don't diminish my career. And so I'm glad that I'm going to be able to post it. I know that you guys all believe and know what I say, but it was a blessing to see hundreds of people, very powerful people, hear him talk about how important I was in being able to help him. So yeah, I'm excited. And he may even eventually come on and do an interview with me as well. So I'm excited about that. And again, I know the story, and it's near and dear to my heart. And yeah, so that's why I was crying, though, was listening to him and then seeing the response that he was getting and the people lined up to just pray. Anyways, it was just a lot. So, okay, but you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here for that. So, it was crazy because I was in the back and I was obviously videotaping him, and I'm just boo-hoo freaking bawling. And then my colleagues that I've worked with for many years, some that have moved on and went to other companies, they were all looking back at me, taking pictures, and they're like, making fun of me because I'm just a big was when it comes to them. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, we were just talking about my my luncheon today. Brianna, that's the biggest piece right there. She says, I just don't understand what reason you'd have to lie. Exactly. I gain nothing from lying. There's no reason why I would just randomly be like, I think I'm just gonna go on TikTok and say I'm a social worker for some random reason. And the craziest thing is, you can go all the way back in my TikTok if you chose to do so, when I really wasn't posting, because I didn't really start being active on TikTok until just October. I talk about my job all the way back then. Back in, custody's not overdone, honey. They don't go to court for that till May 2nd. Yeah, May 2nd. All the way back in 2020, 2022, whenever it was. I talk about it back then too. So apparently I lied back then too. Honey, I don't know. It's a mess, and I don't care. They'll find a reason. They'll probably think I paid all those actors to come in. The lady yapping seemed like she had experience with CPS social workers in a personal way. The lady yapping, what lady yapping? Me? I'm glad she did. Can I ask when your B-Day is? No, July 15th. Hi, Betty B. How are you? Take all what with a grain of salt. If you have something to say, say it. This is the time. I'm so confused. No way, so that's like the fourth person on here that has like a July 15th birthday or knows somebody in there. I've only met one person in my whole life that has my same birthday. So I hate my hair down. Okay, you guys, we gotta focus. We got shit to do. This is your grandma's birthday? Oh, rest in peace, love bug. Right. Well, that's very true. Sometimes things can be outlandish to do skits, but yeah, I would not lie about my career. I would probably choose something a little bit more exciting. Not that my job's not exciting, but I'd probably choose something like different, like just randomly thinks, oh, I'm gonna make this up. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, focus. That's right, we got shit to do. Grandson 714, mine 713. Okay, anyways, focus. See, I get to yap on FaceTime with all my besties, and look what happens. Okay, so we're gonna read this. This is one of the exhibits, right? And this is the supervised visitation order. Okay, so we're gonna read it, and then we're gonna maybe I'll do a poll or something, because we're gonna try to figure out what we think this means. Okay, because remember, John's attorney says that it was a supervised visitation center. Bree's attorney is saying it's just a supervised visitation. Doesn't have to be in a center, just has to be supervised visitation. Okay, so supervised visitation order. Evidence has been presented in support of a request that the contact of respondent, which is Bree, with the children be supervised based on the allegation of abduction of child. Then you scroll down and it gives the child's information, which I will not. He's back. You guys, I told you, my man loves me. He's a loyal one, this guy. So I won't release child's information. Type, supervised visitation. Okay, so it says, type, supervised visitation. Number 5, supervised visitation provider. It is marked professional. individual provider or supervised visitation center. Now the thing with that is it doesn't say, it's not two different boxes. Here we go. This line here. Okay? So there's not an extra box. It's not like a box that says individual provider or in a supervised center. It just says it has to be professional, individual, or visitation center. Well, if you were choosing center, you would still have to choose that same box. Correct? And then it says, okay, so, thank you, love. So you could do it, I guess in a sense, you could choose to interpret that however you want to interpret it. Mind you, there's one box that says both, individual provider or supervised visitation center. Then number 6 says authorized provider to be determined by petitioner, which is John. So I feel like, and again, this is only my opinion, so I want to know what your guys' opinion is. He would be the one making that deciding factor. Okay, so I don't know, I want to know, I'm going to put a poll up. It's going to be red if you would take that as a center, or blue will be if it's just a professional, whatever it's called. Okay, so red is you would take that as a center, or he gets to choose. Blue is just a monitor. Yeah, because it's an individual provider or supervised visitation center. Yeah, you can take it kind of as both too. They should have those, and there should be 3 boxes, right? It should be professional provider, non-professional provider, or visitation center. That's how it should be written out, and how their boxes should go to take rate. So read again. It says type of supervision. It says supervised visitation provider. And it gives you 2 options. One option is professional, in quotation says individual provider or supervised visitation center, or B is non-professional. So if you want a center, you have to choose A. If you want just a supervised individual provider, you have to choose A. It's not broke down. But then when you go to number 6, who decides? The petitioner, which is John. Jesse, I agree 100% with this. I think that this is an issue that the court needs to address and fix. I can't believe it's written like this, and I think that other people are probably going through this exact same thing. Because I could see how she could interpret that as, or her attorney. Now, don't get me wrong. Her attorney probably knows, right? She deals with this. She knows. But I can see how they could think that it's an individual. But again, there's not another box if you want just the individual or if you want it at a center. Absolutely. Needs to be more detailed and put out there. But that's what it is. This is what's causing all of the confusion, and I blame the courts. The courts should have that out there. Absolutely, Carrie. I agree. I used to monitor supervised visitations at centers, family homes, and DCS offices. It's a tough job. Now, so since you do that, I always say, I feel like doing them out in the community or in a home setting, I always feel like we get a much better idea of how the parent is actually going to respond. I don't necessarily like centers. You're not getting a real synopsis. And you would probably be able to tell, what you think there as well if you'd like to. The judge would have clearly indicated Other items were scratched out in a previous order. They usually like for you to work together and figure things out. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not figuring this out. Trinity, scroll out and come back in. Yeah, now I do agree with them doing at least the first one in a center. And I know exactly why he wants it in a center. I get that, I grasp it, I'm here for it. But again, you're going to get a lot better synopsis of how she's actually going to be able to handle her child, right? You go into a visitation center, you don't have your phone, you have no other distractions, your entire thing is on there, you've already had to make all the food, but whatever preparation you've had to do without a child. That's not real life, right? How is she going to be when she's in a home setting and the baby's hungry or not? He is bad. He is a needy, loyal man. I picked right. The third time was charmed. Thank you, guys. Oh, is he my goal thingy? Oh my gosh, this kid. Yeah, I just feel like we get a better idea. All we know, she isn't going to make him anything. that is very true as well. But that is also could potentially be a ding against you. She was saying today how they didn't give her enough. Thank you, love bug. Oh, I love you so much. I was reading the comment when I said enough. She was saying today how they didn't give her enough notice. That's why she hasn't booked her flight. Thank you. They matched my outfit. Enough, honey. She's had a year's notice. She knows when her child's birthday is. What does she mean? She's the one that said she wanted to go. She has an excuse for everything. Someone did come in and say that she has booked her flight. Again, I didn't know this was even an issue because I've been at a conference thing all day. You didn't get notified either? Oh my gosh, I swear TikTok is hating on me right now. The only thing we've talked about is just the visitation order, and the visitation order says that it needs to be visit due to abduction of child, and then it says type of visitation. The box is marked for supervised visitation. The next one says supervised visitation provider. It gives you two options. Option A is professional, and in quotes it says individual provider or supervised visitation center. Doesn't give you to choose one. And the next box is non-professional. So that's where the confusion is coming in. Then on number 6 is authorized provider. It says to be determined by the petitioner. So I take that as he gets to choose. Bless Mom, I love you. She's like, I had my baby's first birthday planned a year in advance. Well, technically, honey, so did Bree. She did. She had it planned with all of these, whatever group of y'all who she was hanging out with. She said they were going to be drinking, they were going to be hammered, having a good old time, because the first birthday is not for the child, it's for her. Her words, not mine. Yes, they agreed upon the I can't remember. Right. And she tried to play it off like, you guys don't tell me that you guys haven't been to birthday parties where they're not or that they're not drinking or whatever. Who's having a party like that, especially for the first birthday party? Now, don't get it twisted. As my kids got older and whatnot, and they're the ones in the summertime, and we'd be having, the cookouts and whatnot. Yeah, would some people be drinking? Yeah, like a beer, you know what I'm saying? But not like yesterday. She said yesterday that party, right in the 90s. That's when the kids were. That party yesterday, she said, this is what I wanted for Baby W's first birthday, is to have all of his aunties and uncles here and us just drinking and partying and have a good time. Okay. I sent you a video earlier where she said she has her ish. I don't know if she's ever had it together. Yeah, the chaos. I literally can't. So, no, she's not going to the party. My understanding is that she gets a few hours of supervised visitation on that day. Did they agree on a place? I don't know. You guys, I've literally been at a conference all day. I haven't even... You guys know how when you guys go to, like, banquets and stuff, how their food is... Even the fancy places, ours was at a really nice place. It was shit. So I'm starving. I haven't eaten or nothing today. Breeze attorneys, writings, and emotions attorney. Oh, absolutely. Oh, legitimately gives me a headache. And we will go... Let me find them. Emails. Let me scroll down. I just started this. I was running late. Let me scroll down and make sure I'm not missing anything else. Great. Oh my god. Oh. There's a child abduction prevention order as well. The court finds that there is a risk that Bree will take the child without permission because the party has violated... No, I'm fine. Hey, well, that's all personal, but I'm fine. I can go days and not eat. Let me see. Okay, the court finds there is a risk that Bree will take the child without permission because that party, and then it's checked, has violated or threatened to violate a custody or visitation parenting time order in the past. Number C, letter C, has done things to make it easy for him or her to take the children away without any permission, such as... Oh, and then it's marked other. Her attorney crossed out the word kidnapped and put remove the child from the state of Texas where her visitation time was required to be exercised. Same thing. Just kidnap, but okay. Also has a history of DV and not cooperating with the other parent or party in parenting. Her attorney also just crossed off DV. Like she just went through this and said, nah, that's not, we're just gonna take that out. We don't like that. We're just gonna move this verbiage around. Her attorney is a hoot, I tell ya. Hey lady, how are ya? Oh, go back. Go back, bitch. Where'd you go? Oh my god. Oh my god. I closed it. No. Let me go back. Wait, is this more? Wait, did she send me this? When is this done? Wait, hold on. I just got sent something else. Hold on. Oh no, it's there. I was like, dude, no way. Well, now I can't remember what page I was on. Hold on. Those stupid wind chimes. Because I want... Oh, here we go. Okay. I wanted to re-go over the email for the people who were not there for the emails.